You know, the real measure of a man is admitting when you are wrong. And I was wrong. Kind of. I was kind of wrong. And also what just happened? I just roll the thing.
Hello.
And welcome to Ricky on Wrestling. Alright, in this video we're going to be breaking down The Rock on SmackDown and whatever that was. Because I'm not sure. I don't think anyone in the crowd is sure. I don't think the entire internet wrestling community is sure. I think we're all just unsure about exactly what we just saw. In my video yesterday, which you can go check out right here, I said that The Rock being on SmackDown, don't get your hopes up because it's not going to be anything. He's going to come out and he's going to announce the location of WrestleMania 42 and hit the catchphrases, and that will be it. And I got that part right. What I didn't get right was saying that there's nothing else is going to happen. We're not setting up for anything else. We're not going towards anything at Mania. It's done. What we saw at the Raw Netflix debut was pretty much the burying of the final boss character. And I was wrong. I will admit that because we got something. What we got, let's break it down and kind of figure out what that was. The Rock comes out, does his catchphrases, announces Mania's coming to New Orleans next year, whoop-de-doo. Then he calls out Cody. Cody comes out, and then we get a very long, protracted, drawn-out promo from The Rock where he pretty much said the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's like, you're a great champion, but I want you to be my champion. Yeah, this feels like we're heading towards a very specific direction, which is The Rock being like, I want you to be the corporate champion. I want you to be what I was back in 98 at Survivor Series and, you know, bend the knee, lick the boot of the corporate overlords, which is now the fucking Rock, and become my champion, become the company's champion, not the people's champion, the company's champion. And yeah, sure, that sounds interesting, I guess. I'm not 100% on board just yet. I feel like this could set the pieces in motion to get to the point that I feel like a lot of people want to get to, which is like Homelander mega heel Cody. So he said, don't decide tonight. Wait until Elimination Chamber. I'm going to be at the Chamber. You're going to be at the Chamber. I want your answer then. Are you going to be the people's champion or are you going to be my champion? I feel like this sort of has one resolution, really, at least in the short term, and that is him saying no. He's going to say no at the Chamber and be like, no, I'm the people's champion. I'm not your champion. That will then set up what I guess is going to unfold at WrestleMania, where I've seen people online being like, this is a WrestleMania 17 type ending. He's going to turn heel. I don't know. I don't know if I buy that 100% just yet, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see to like what the interaction is at the Chamber and also who his opponent is going to be, because I feel like that is also going to play into this. Now, obviously, John Cena is the hot favorite, and realistically, I don't see anybody else being in a scenario where they're going to win the Chamber, because that is just where all of this is heading towards. It's John Cena versus Cody. But I think that does set up something very, very important. John Cena, for the longest time, for his entire career, basically, he has been the people's champion. He's never licked the boot. He has never bent the knee to the corporation. He has butted heads with every version of an authority figure in WWE television for the past 20 years. So the juxtaposition of him going up against John Cena at WrestleMania, I think, does sort of put the pieces in place to eventually maybe turn Cody bad. Like, in what manner does he beat John Cena? If he does at all beat John Cena, if he loses to John Cena, do we see that rage burning in the back of Cody's eyes and being like, everything I did for this company is taken away just because you want one last shot at glory in your 17th title, and fuck you, John Cena, fuck you. And that could be the thing that Cody, he needs to understand all of a sudden, that he needs the corporate help. He needs the help of The Rock, the guy on the board of directors of TKO, to really get ahead in this business, to stop people like John Cena from taking the title off him and coming in and doing these part-time runs and a retirement run that doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Because Cody's going to be there for the next 5 to 10 years with the company on his back. And if you take that away from him, what does that make him become? So I think there is the ability for a story like this to be told. It was just the way The Rock delivered it on SmackDown. It was just weird. It was stilted. It was incoherent in places, and it was repetitive, just over and over. I want you to be my champion. You're a great champion. You could be this, but you could also be this up here. And just sort of the same stuff being said over and over again, kind of like this video. But I do feel like there is a seed planted here. And I think it's pretty obvious right now that The Rock is going to be at WrestleMania. Yesterday, I would have said he's not going to be there. And as someone who is going to WrestleMania this year, and I'm very, very excited, I was prepared to be like, this is The Rock's not going to be there. There's no room to fit him into the story right now because where has he been? He's not been anywhere. He came out on the Raw Netflix debut and he did the catchphrases and he was wearing the silk shirt, but it wasn't the final boss. It was Dwayne Johnson. But now it feels like there is a spot for him at Mania. Not in a wrestling capacity, but he's going to be there. And I mentioned it in my video yesterday that the build so far has been kind of boring without the Bloodline story and without The Rock. And now The Rock is back. And is this something that was planned way ahead of time? I don't think so. I think this may be like last year, a bit of a reaction to the crowd being like, well, this doesn't feel as good as last year. We're not really excited for this build. We're not really as feverish in our anticipation for WrestleMania this year. So this could be something that was worked out kind of last minute to be like, we need to add a twist. We need to add something to this build that takes away that sense of inevitability that we all kind of feel right now, where it's like, yep, it's going to be Jay and Gunther. Jay's probably going to win. It's going to be Cody and Cena's probably going to win. But with this little wrinkle added, who knows? Who knows where this is going? And that is good. I said this on a video a couple of weeks ago. Chaos breeds good television. And this little bit of chaos could be the start of an insane build towards WrestleMania. Or I could be absolutely completely wrong and I could be way off on this. And like I said, the promo was kind of incoherent and I could be completely reading into this the wrong way, as the rest of the internet probably is, because we really don't know anything until we get to the Chamber next weekend. So we'll get more answers there. But in the meantime, like the video, hit the bell, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. What do you think? Get down in the comments. Let me know. What are your thoughts? Because this was off the cuff rambling. This is going to be a short video. I need to know what other people are thinking right now. So let me know. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.